definition of federalism is a treaty, pact, or a covenant. Federalism, as a system of government, is a central government which shares the power or functions with lower levels of government. So it is the opposite of a unitary system of government where the central government holds most of the power, but here it shares the power with lower levels of government. The United States was the first to adopt this system in the 1700s with the Constitution. Its main purpose, when the Federalists, who were pro for this type of system, they wanted to limit the central government and have them share the powers with a second layer of government. So some of the specialization of powers in the United States federal system of government include the national government, and some of the examples of their powers include currency, tariffs, international improvement, subsidies, and land. The state government, some of their responsibilities include property laws, estate, commerce, banking, corporate, public health, education, insurance, and family laws. And lastly, the local government, which still abides by the state and national laws. Some of their shared responsibilities include adaptation of state laws, which I just mentioned, public works, zoning, and land regulation.
How we see federalism today, we'll start off a system as dual federalism. It's now known as more of a cooperative federalism. So the national government uses grants and aid to strategically encourage states and localities to pursue their national defined goals and agencies. So how historians and people compare it to is now it's more of a marble cake comparison, where the federal and the state lines are more blurred as to how they manage government together and policies. And the system we see now is new federalism, which started with Ronald Reagan. He wanted to return this power back to the states. They use this system called block grants, which allow states to have more flexibility in how they spend their aid. Is this system really more efficient? People argue yes and no. A lot of people say that states might be more susceptible to using their aid wrong if the federal government isn't pushing them to use it in the correct way. Others argue that flexibility is what helps make it run in the first place.
So court cases dealing with federalism, the two big ones right now are Gibbons versus Ogden and McCulloch versus Maryland. Gibbons versus Ogden, this one viewed New York. They granted Robert Fulton a monopoly for steamboat service between New York and New Jersey. Chief Justice Marshall, he issued that this was unconstitutional due to the idea that the national government is in charge of all interstate commerce between all states, and that shows the national power over that. McCulloch versus Maryland. Congress started the Second National Bank. Maryland tried to impose taxes on it, and there was a big debate on whether this was unconstitutional or constitutional. But Chief Justice Marshall again issued Congress creating the bank constitutional due to being an implied power, such as granting taxes, imposing everything else.
Federalists consisted of wealthy and educated white males, and they were for a strong central government. They believed that the national government should have more power and jurisdiction over the state government, and they didn't want the Bill of Rights because they thought the Constitution was sufficient the way it was and offered enough protection over individual liberties. And the Federalist paper consisted of 85 articles written by John Jay, James Madison, and Alexander Hamilton under the alias of Publius in order to promote the ratification of the Constitution without the Bill of Rights.
Anti-federalism, the origins of anti-federalism consisted of people who were mostly small farmers, shopkeepers, debitors, who else? Frontiersmen, and some state officials. What they mostly believed in is to have a small, limited government that was concentrated mostly where the people were. They mainly pushed for the Bill of Rights that we see today, and as I said, they wanted a more limited government. They believe in more of a confederation of states, basically, where the states would have most of the power and not the federal government.